I want to welcome back to the program Bart Baggett. He is one of the world's top experts in forensic handwriting analysis. Bart, good to have you back. The last time you were here, I think we might have only had like a signature or a couple of words for you to analyze of Bryan Kohberger's writing, and now there is a veritable cornucopia of sampling to look at. Give me your initial impressions on the handwriting that you're seeing on these complaints.
Sure, it's so great because last time it was like having just one piece of a map and you're like, hey, tell me more, because you're like, Bart, tell me if he's evil and he's treacherous. And I was like, I can't, Ashleigh, but now we can. So we have like this weird, shy, anxious guy with low self-esteem and frustration, and he's got a trait called recalcitrant, which means he's stubborn and defiant like a child. And he also has something really interesting that I have hardly ever seen in real life, which is basically most books call it a felon's claw or a injustice, a revenge seeking, and that's in this really odd D. And I want to caution the viewers at home, don't look at your writing and just assume that what I'm saying applies to you, because it's not that way. You're not a felon if you have this, but it does mean he's pissed off, he's angry, and he feels like everything is unjust. He reminds me of what they call an incel. Like if you think of the stereotypical incel, just some guy in his basement mad at the world, mad at women, that's his personality. He just never grew up.
So this we're showing on the screen is the D that you're talking about. You said it's called is it a D claw and a felon's claw? Give that to me a little more clearly. Like, what does that exactly mean when you've got that very unusual D?
So just to be clear, I've never put this in my books because I didn't like using the word felon's claw relating to anything, because people would read it and think, oh, I'm a bad person. But it does mean that people have anger and unresolved resentment going into the past, and they need to get it out. So I think it's unfair to call someone a felon. In this case, obviously we can, but the average person is like, yeah, I'm mad at my brother, mad at my sister, and it's unresolved hate, and they tend to be revengeful. So here it is in the D. It appears in other letters in the Y's and G's and other handwriting, but I've always found that to be a little dangerous when I see it in people's handwriting.
Tell me a little bit about Kohberger's signatures. We looked at one before when we had the guilty plea back in July, but now you've got his signature on the prison complaint. Do you see anything in the comparison here? Is there anything that you can read into it?
Well, he's just devolving. I mean, just here by the context of what we just heard with our other interview, it's like he's anxious and it's easy to surprise, and he's, I deserve better. Like he's basically a big whiny baby, and he should have thought that before he killed 4 people. But yeah, I'm not sad for him at all. Sorry to be biased, but I think he's not a very bright guy. And I said last time I didn't think he was bright. I just don't think he ever grew up. I don't think he ever matured. If you think about, John F. Kennedy's handwriting, beautiful handwriting. These are mature men. This guy's not a mature man. I don't think he ever got past 4th grade level, mentally, emotionally.
Yeah, well, that's what I felt when I looked at just the character of his actual penmanship. It just looked like it was a child. Bart, appreciate it. I could talk to you forever. Thank you so much for this.
See you next time. Thanks.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.